Passenger dragged a flight attendant up the aisle of an airplane. Flight attendant gets suspended on suspicion of assault after conducting a citizen arrest on a coworker. Flight attendant found dancing naked in a business class lavatory. All this next and more on Cabin Pressure with Shawn and G.
Prepare for takeoff.
Hey everyone, welcome. This is Cabin Pressure.
And here's Shawnee. Yeah.
Hey, that was good. I like that one.
There's Shawnee. We're back in it. We're back at it.
That was a good one, man.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey everybody, what's going on?
What's been going on, G?
Man, I'm telling you, I had one of them full weeks of flying that I always have. And so, one of the greatest conversations I like to have with passengers was when someone tells me that they fly as much as me. Right?
That is the funniest. So if you don't know, G is like one of the flight attendants that work the most out of anybody I know in my life. I mean, he's going to just drop dead someday on the plane because he works too much. But I always tell him freaking get a life and go have some fun. But G works his ass off.
I worked my ass off.
There's nobody I know that works better more than you.
Last week, though, man, it was funny because this guy come up and he was talking to me and he's like, "Oh, I probably fly as much as you." I said, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Well, let's look at that." Okay, so Monday I did an Orlando turn, and then Tuesday I did an Orlando turn, and then Wednesday I did a LA turn, and then Thursday I did an LA turn, and then Friday I did an Orlando turn, and then Saturday, just for fun, I went back to LA and I came back. What'd you do?
Yeah. That guy's like, what?
He's like looking at me like, what the are you crazy?
You're doing that intentionally?
That's how I get paid, man.
That's right. You are. Hey, he's going to soak his company for as much money as he could possibly get out.
That's why I'm there, man. I'm there to get paid. But I'll tell you what, that was a week, brother.
Dude.
I'm telling you, man, that was a week. That was kicking my ass.
Yeah, my week was much different than your week.
Oh, I know. Yours is the jealousy.
Yeah.
Here comes the jealousy part of the show.
Yeah, this is what real flight attendants normally fly.
Oh, here comes the bullshit.
The average. I'm just the average Joe flight attendant that comes out here and we just do what we got to do and get the hell out of here, or as least as possible as we can do.
Get to the point of what you did. All right.
So, anyways, my week, man. I took off like the last weekend. I took off on this like tour around the world to visit all my great nieces. So I took off to 3 nieces out in Vegas, and those nieces, as soon as you hit the ground, dude, I'm telling you right now, it is like nonstop, go, go, go. They like activity after activity, like boom. It was crazy. I mean, I got there, it was like mad 4 square rounds for like 6 hours.
You know something though? Okay, I know you because with my kids when they were younger, I could absolutely tell you, where's Shawn? Grab his arm and here and pull you right along with him.
Yep.
He's like the big toy.
Yeah, man. I like to play the kids. I have fun with the kids and everything. And my nieces all love me.
You're like Woody and Buzz Lightyear all wrapped up in one.
Yeah, right. But talking about that, and they took me to like the Vegas. This is the Vegas nieces. They took me to a water park, dude. It was like 99 degrees out there. I mean, I didn't bring shoes. I didn't bring like water shoes. So I went to buy water shoes because I'm like, I'm going to burn my feet out there. Like it's so freaking hot. But here's the crazy thing. Like I went to a water park. You would never expect this in Vegas. I mean, they chill the water. It was so cold that my nieces were like asking to get out of the water because they were like shivering. It was 99 degrees outside and the water was ice cold, so they had to have like been chilling it because there's no way like a 3-foot pool on a like a lazy river could stay, cold.
Yeah, I can understand.
It was crazy. And then they took me. Then one day we went to a roller skating rink. I went roller skating, dude.
You know something? When I was growing up, loved roller skating.
I did too, man. I was like,
How was your feet, though? How'd
bouncing
your feet
and
hold up?
grooving. It wasn't the feet; it was like the legs, dude.
Really?
It was like like skiing and all that stuff. Like I'm using muscles I haven't used in 40 years. It was crazy, dude. I was like, but we had this roller rink all during test. There was like 10 people in this roller rink. So my nieces, they're like super, super little, and they're like giving me the kid response. Hey, do you roller skate? Yeah, I roller skate. We get to the rink, they're like holding on to the edge of the wall, sliding themselves around the rink. Okay,
anybody that roller skated when you were young, right? There was one song they always played.
Flashlight.
No.
Yes,
I think they did that. Yeah, but
flashlight. You had the flashlights on your skates bouncing around.
All right, but man, I'm talking about the hokey pokey. You get in a circle, man. You put your left foot in, you put your right foot in, right?
They don't do hokey pokey anymore.
No way, really? Are you serious?
There's no hokey pokey.
Oh man!
In fact, this rink was so crazy. They wouldn't take requests. They're like, we have pre-recorded music. We do not take requests. This is it. But they had a great track. I mean, everything you can bounce around the track and all this stuff. But it took me a minute to get it back. But I was grooving around there. I was like, boom. I'm like, yeah, I'm 59, but shit, look at me.
Isn't that funny though? You kind of go back, you resort back to when you was a kid,
right?
And you're like moving and everything, right? And then the next morning you're like, damn,
dude, I thought I was gonna break a freaking hip or something out there. That's what I thought it really was gonna happen, but I did not fall. I did not fall one time, which is awesome. I came close, but I caught myself and I was back on my feet.
And if you did,
I did that
power
like Scooby-Doo thing, like
do a little power slide. Right. Yeah, do a little power slide, get up, put your arm down.
Yeah, man, it was crazy, but they were testing me. So then we took off there and I went to Denver for a couple days. My like not family niece, that I've known this gal since she was a little girl. She just had a little baby boy. So that was awesome. That, a 3-month-old, we weren't roller skating. And so that was just chill around, see this baby laying around all day, like hanging out with her. So that was cool. And then we flew out to Phoenix and we did, and I didn't touch on this, both to the nieces in Vegas, they're in Broadway Kids. So they both had musicals that they were performing in when we were out there. So they were both in The Wizard of Oz, which that was hilarious. I mean, these little kids doing all these little parts and stuff. I mean, like.
So what roles were they? Any role?
One of the girls was Uncle Henry.
All right.
So a girl playing Uncle Henry, hey. And it was hilarious. And so then the other one was like she was not the Lollipop Guild. She was the Lullaby Guild.
Oh, okay.
Welcome you to the Lollipop. Right. Yeah. So they were all up there doing all that stuff. It was cool. Yep. So then when we flew to Phoenix, we have twins that are out there, but they're teenagers. So they turned 14 the weekend that we got there. So we got to celebrate birthdays. And then they were in a dance thing and they did a whole thing to Alice in Wonderland. So that was cool. But the show was like 2.5 hours. It was crazy. Intermission, everything, like big, huge production, all that stuff. So that's what I was doing, man, running around, just doing all my shit. And so then I came back here and I got golf coming up this weekend. And so I'm trying to practice. And
so your week sounded a little different than mine.
Yeah. When you were flying around, I was having fun.
That's bullshit. So you got a big golf tournament now, right?
Yeah, so I got a golf.
So you had to come back and what am I going to do now? Now I got to play golf.
Coming up this weekend, so I'm like, man, I haven't played any golf. I got to get tuned up. So I go out there. I'm golfing with one of my buddies, and crazy enough, his name's Gary. And he's actually an excellent golfer, like 6 handicap, whatever. But I hadn't seen him. He goes down to Florida, one of the snowbirds, and he comes back. And so we're golfing, and I see on his bag, he has this new bag hanging off the back of his thing, and it says Gary's ball sack, and it's shaped like a freaking scrotum. And I'm like, what the hell, dude? What are you doing, dude? He's like, yeah, my daughter got that for me. He goes, I got it. And I was like, wow, it probably needed to be a little bit bigger though. I said, probably and longer too, dude. You're a little old in the teeth. And for those of you that don't understand a male anatomy as it gets old.
Not even going to go there, man.
So yeah. So yeah, I'm back at it, doing the thing, getting ready to go back to work. We fly tomorrow. Me and the wife get to fly together tomorrow. So that's cool.
Wait a minute. Did you just actually say you're actually working?
I'm working tomorrow. This is crazy. I'm not happy about it. This is my birthday weekend, man. Yeah. So I'm gonna work. Friday before my birthday weekend, I'm going to do a golf tournament this weekend during my birthday, and then I'm going to go back to work on Monday, and then I'm going to take a lot of time off because that's a little too much stress.
And we're friends.
Yeah, man. Somebody's got to keep the airline running.
Damn, you're killing me, man.
You can do it.
You're killing me. Hey, did you hear about Newark?
Newark? What's happening in Newark, man?
They finished that runway 2 weeks early, man.
What?
They're back at it.
That is awesome, man. And I mean, listen, I'm sure the whole entire Newark, New York population that services that airport is loving that it's back to, or trying to get back to normal.
So
but they probably still have challenges.
It's back to the shitty normal.
Yeah. And back to the shit show they left, and then they're starting.
It's like a partial shit show.
Yeah.
Don't think it's going to be smooth sailing at all.
No, because they're just going to all the airlines are going to add back in all those flights that they deleted. And
then you're going to have air traffic control.
ATC is not going to be able to handle it. And, you're going to have the New York attitude running around. You don't have
enough air traffic controllers.
Everybody's going to be happy and friendly. Yeah.
But hey, it got done.
Yeah, it's done.
That's a good thing.
Finally, yeah, because anything to help improve that freaking airport is a good thing, right?
You can say that again. But, this week I had to touch on this one again. So going down to Orlando doing that, this one thing I have a problem with this is that why is it that these young mothers and these young fathers have such a problem handling their kids?
Dude, I have no idea. This is crazy. Like everybody, because I was at a kid fest this last week, it's just nothing but kids and they're all different ages, babies, and how everybody's raising their kids today is so different than when we grew up. It's so wild.
We talk about that all the time.
Like even the gal that I was talking about that we visited in Denver, she's a teacher. She's a kindergarten teacher. And so she handles kids every day. Right. But when she started becoming, she became her mother for the first time and all this stuff, she's like, every time I read about, something, it doesn't matter what point I'm looking at, there's like 5 or 6 different ways to do it, and 5 or 6 right ways that people think to do it. She goes, it's so confusing. It's like, so I don't know, man. They've like over confused this raising kids thing.
It just blows me away. I mean, we'll talk about that too, but it's also about the young parents. And when they come on board, this woman, she was coming on board and she had all this shit piled up, right? Carrying all this stuff. And I'm like, do you need some help? Are you alone? And she goes, no, I'm with him. Now that man didn't have a damn thing in his hand, Shawn. I'm like, get back here and get some of her shit. I said, are you kidding me? I was like, you just walked in front of her and you're just, and she's taking all this stuff. And he looked at me and I'm like, grab some of this, take it through. This is on a plane now with the kids. Like I said, I don't understand this. So, when they board the aircraft, the first thing we say is hello, good morning, right? They say nothing. Now, if I had said nothing when someone said hello or good morning to me, my mom would have kicked me right in the rear end.
Yeah, you would have backslapped right up in the time. Boom.
Yep.
Right,
they got their headphones on. Remember, that's a big peeve, right? So we're saying good morning, completely ignored, right? It just blows me away. And it just keeps going on and on. You get back to their row. And as soon as they get to their row, they start destroying it. They just sat down.
Dude, I mean, the disrespect of people on the airlines that just these families come on that just destroyed, like they just oh, we got to give all these snacks, and then half the snacks go on the floor, and then they ground into the carpet, and like it's just like a freaking tornado coming.
Stop all the damn stickers, too, Shawn.
Yeah, stickers, everything and anything to entertain their kids. I mean, it blows my mind, like how much like they think that a kid has to have their attention.
Right?
They need something to preoccupy themselves. And the planes today are pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of entertainment on the planes now digitally, right?
Right.
But in addition to that, I get to a certain point, but I mean, you see some of these parents coming on and they come on and looking like they freaking coming on like infantry, loaded on with all the things that they need for the next week. And it's only like an hour or 2 hour flight.
But sometimes you'll have one of those kids running up down the aisle screaming.
Yeah.
Parents not doing anything. Nobody knows where the damn parent is.
Yeah.
They're just letting this kid terrorize the whole damn plane.
Well, and my pet peeve in this whole thing is the safety aspect. Like all these parents, like they just drive me crazy because they never think about the safety aspect because they're not thinking about turbulence. They think they're just running around in their home. Like it's nothing. Or like when we get turbulence and the parent's sitting there with the kid on their lap, right? And they don't have their seatbelt on, the parent does. I'm like, well, the kid, they can't say anything, but you stupid, you need to put your damn seatbelt on.
Don't you wish sometimes though? Yeah, but don't you wish sometimes, Shawn, you could take pictures and actually post pictures of the aisles of the shit that's left by some of these families?
Yeah.
I mean, if you guys seen this, you guys would cringe. I mean, it's unbelievable how they
I have taken pictures before just because I was
but
like,
we don't post them. I mean, nobody they wouldn't believe it. They wouldn't believe how bad it is.
What I should do, like as a photographer,
what?
Like I do photo books and stuff. So I should be like just every time I encounter one of those, just take a good, nice photo of it and then just put it in a book.
The book is shit.
Yeah, this is how people treat public areas.
And it's so true, man. But something, those things absolutely drive me crazy because the parents can pick up after the kids. They just don't do it.
Yeah.
They don't do it.
That's stupid, man. But how about that? Talking about these kids like going crazy and stuff. How about the pastor here that tried to drag a flight attendant down the aisle? Said, "You're coming with me."
Now,
what? I mean, what?
I just pictured you, right?
Yeah.
I could not picture this guy coming back, grabbing you by the collar and say, "Come here, you're coming with me," and start trying to drag you.
I'm telling you right now, somebody grabs me. That's been always like my one thing at this job. Like ever since I've had this job since I was freaking 25, me having a tie on, like somebody grabbing my collar,
right,
dude. That's life and death right there.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
I'm telling you right now, somebody's going to have a broke arm, broke face. Something's going to be broken quickly because the reaction is coming out of me. As soon as you try to grab my neck, that's it. It's on.
I thought about me and you because, we never want to have a situation on an airplane. We never do. Me and you want it boring and uneventful. But when I read this, I was thinking, there ain't no way in hell. Right?
Dude,
I'm breaking out a can of whoop ass on you. You try to drag me.
I just don't see anybody looking at us ever.
Nope.
And grabbing our collar.
No, it's on. I'm just telling you, man, it's on.
This had to have been like some small, tiny flight attendant that, like I'm picturing like a nun in school. Like grabbing the student and
could you being on the same plane, man? You picked the wrong damn flight to be on.
Right, that's right.
It'd be a damn nightmare for him. Be like pastor got his ass whooped.
Yeah, him grabbing my car there would be him. He's going to be grabbing himself quickly because we're going to be doing some serious damage.
He's going to be doing a little bit of time in prison. I bet for that one.
Yeah, I mean, don't. There's no reason to lay your hand on another person on the aircraft. Period. But yeah, man, that's some of the things that's been happening here. What else we found?
Plane was it was bound for Chicago airport. Took off around 9:30 p.m. And this guy stood up and just took his shirt off, running through the back of the airplane, yelling, "Help me!
Help you!
Help me!"
Yeah, that dude's on drugs. you know that dude's on drugs. I mean, as soon as like. It reminds me of like some of the people that we've seen in the videos in the airport and stuff, just going berserk and stuff. There's some barbiturates happening here.
You think of all the crazy ass people that we've had on the planes, but you got to love how they write this. Afterwards, they says, well, he was making incoherent statements and the pilot declared an emergency and the passenger was arrested and taken to a local hospital for evaluation.
Right.
Your ass is crazy.
Back in the day, this is funny. Like, so today the ambulance comes, the paramedic's going to, evaluate that person instantaneously. And, police is going to help restrain them. They're going to put them down in a stretcher and they're going to strap them down and all this stuff, but back when we grew up, what'd they put them in?
A straitjacket.
A straitjacket. When's the last time you seen a straitjacket?
Like somebody, you can you imagine me there for a minute?
Yeah, I know I did. But can you imagine us like taking people off the plane and in straitjackets?
Put one of those masks on, like Hannibal Lecter mask.
I think I'm going to petition the airlines that we should have just like we have like the fire bags and stuff. We should have a straitjacket
and a spit bag.
Yeah, along with the handcuffs and stuff. Right next to the handcuffs, we have a straitjacket as well.
All right, man.
That'd be cool.
That. Yeah, that'd be good. We got
everybody out there that's listening to us, please write your airline and tell them that we should have straight jackets on board.
It'd be fun trying to get them in that.
Right.
I was reading this article. This one killed me, though. I was reading this article. It was back in 2003. Now, you'll get a kick out of this one. This 727 was taken from, I think it was Luanda Airport and Angola. Okay. It was stolen by a pilot and a mechanic.
Really?
Yeah, 727. And they've never found it.
Never found a 727, just took off and gone.
I love this story because I'm like, how do you just steal a 727?
727 is not a small aircraft.
It's not like a prop.
No. And the 727s were big, 3 engines on the freaking thing with it's a decent sized aircraft, and just to like disappear, that's crazy.
Okay, but this thing had 14,000 gallons of fuel on it, right? They said it traveled like 1,500 miles, but you'd think in a radius, where the hell to go?
Yeah, this is so. I'm thinking of this, but like as a sleuth, being detective. 2003. Okay, so This is a couple years after 9/11, right?
Right.
And the technology, we had transponders and all that stuff. So there was like, locators and stuff for the plane. So they had to have disabled all that. So being a maintenance person too, but my question is, what the hell did they want with that thing?
They could have picked a different plane.
Yeah, they could have chose a different plane. If you want to steal a plane, 727? No.
But that story just blew me away though, because I was like, where did it just go? It just disappeared. They haven't found it. Still haven't found it. No crash, no wreckage, no anything.
I bet you anything. I know where it's at.
Where?
I think it's in a trailer park down south somewhere. Somebody made it into a home. Something. Shit. What do you want to deal with?
That's a crazy. That is a crazy story, though. The plane just disappeared.
Yeah. It's a whole another thing. Is like the plane was loaded with 5 tons of gold, or there was a Brink shipment on it or something.
I can understand why you stole it. I can understand why you stole it.
Right.
But you're like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Nothing. Hey, you want to go steal a 727?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you gonna do with it? Mm-hmm.
Let's just go dump it somewhere. I have no idea. Let's hide it.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's kind of like that whole answer is like Scooby Doo and Shaggy.
We're just gonna land it somewhere and hide it.
I thought it was fun just to seal it. What do we do with it? So stupid. Yeah, man. Anyways, and then you were watching the freaking Vietnam draft the other day.
I was. It was really cool. That's why I was telling you about this story, is that, a lot of times we watch these videos and some of them are funny, that you get the ones that the animals and the real funny, stupid videos and stuff. This one was a Vietnam draft video, and what it was this the video showing how they first started the draft in Vietnam and how they drew numbers. And I know that you knew, you being in the military, you knew this, but I didn't know exactly how it was done. Now, and I kind of was watching this thing, and I put myself in the position of that. Say I'm 18 or 19 years old, and I'm coming out of high school, and I'm thinking, okay, so they're pulling these draft birthdays. That's how they did it. They pulled the days of the birthday out. And if your birthday was called, you had to go down to the draft office and you were drafted and you had to go into the military. So I'm sitting here watching this video, and then all of a sudden I was looking at this thing thinking, okay, I'm watching it. And then my birthday came up.
Dude, that's kind of a sinking feeling right there.
It was unbelievable because I was sitting there thinking to myself, at that moment, I'd be one of the first ones going to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And
that was a bad group.
Yeah. And I was thinking, I'm going. I mean, it's not a question. I mean, I would be the first one to go. But, it was that moment that you realize, what was running through these guys' heads that you just came out of school. And next thing you know, and you got to give props to any person, like even like yourself that went into the military out of school. And all of a sudden next thing you know, you got a uniform on, you're strapped on a gun, and then they go throw you in the jungle.
Being the first group that got over to Vietnam, and then every war we've ever been into, like you think about going in Afghanistan, doing all the different, Kuwait and all that stuff, that's the recent stuff, right? And each war that we would look back on in Vietnam, it was totally, guerrilla warfare. And then you have this desert warfare, and each one of them were very, very different styles of fighting. And to be the first group that came in there, and the Viet Cong knew exactly what the hell they were doing, and we didn't know what the hell we were doing. We got over there into a train that we were not trained into and all that stuff. I mean, it's very interesting. I mean, this first group, unfortunately, probably, a lot of them, I don't know the history behind this or the stats and all this stuff, but the kill rate's got to be pretty high.
That's what
for us. All those young guys that went over there, a lot of them probably didn't survive.
And see, that's exactly what I was thinking about. I was like, to being the first over there, you wouldn't know exactly what to expect, and I'd probably end up being dead.
Oh yeah.
I mean, no matter what, you're probably going to die because
survival instincts kick in, and you do what you got to do to survive. And that's what happened to all those guys over there. They were just doing whatever they had to do to survive. But the news obviously twisted everything up, and they were in Vietnam. They were all baby killers and all that bullshit. But it's. You need to put yourself in those situations.
Well, how much I appreciate our military. My son, like I said, he's Air Force, and your military. Most of my friends are from the military too. So, but yeah, it just kind of hit me. I mean, it was one of those videos that I watch a lot of dumb, funny videos with animals and stuff like that, talking and stuff. But this one, man, it hit home. It was kind of,
especially when you saw your birthday.
Oh man, that was just. I mean, that really hit me because I screenshot it. And I screenshot it because I was like, I'd have been one of the first ones to go. It just hit me for a moment. But hey,
now,
listen.
I was wondering too if my birthday could went up. I'm going to watch it too.
Yeah.
Just to see if I want to see if my birthday came out. But you know what? Not to move on too quick on this. The thing I was thinking about is selective service is still in play right now.
Yeah.
And I don't, just because I don't have kids and I don't have all that stuff, and I got nothing but nieces in my family. So it's I didn't realize that, it's still, required for, if you're between the age of 18 and 25, you're supposed to sign up for selective service.
Yeah. My son did.
Yeah. I mean, it's required by law, but within 30 days of your birthday, you're supposed to do that.
Yep.
Or you can be,
they send you letters and they remind you too.
Yeah.
They will remind you if you're not on it. They're definitely.
I remember getting my letter for it. Even I got it and I was like, oh yeah, go and sign up. But you had to go down to the post office when mine was. Now you go online and it's probably tap, put in your name, address, contact, you're done. Right. But it was interesting because that process is still in play with the United States right now, where we can still activate that draft at any moment.
Yeah.
If something comes up in new current events and wars in the air and in the world and all that.
Yeah, it was crazy though. I mean, that video, it definitely got me. But I mean, it was kind of cool though. But it wasn't cool seeing my birthday. There's only one time I wouldn't want to see my birthday.
And it's cool to reflect right now, but definitely would have been cool if you were there.
It goes back to when do you want to go back in time? Not that time. I don't want to go back to them.
Are you sure?
It wouldn't be good for me, Shawn. It would not be good.
Yeah.
I'd have to go out in the jungle and something. I don't do well in jungles.
Yeah. So that question now comes back. And you're now reflecting, oh, wait a minute. If I do time travel back in here,
I picked the 50s.
I get drafted.
I picked
you
the
picked
50s.
the 50s and you'd be drafted.
Exactly. That was a stupid time. Wasn't it?
Look,
I take that back.
It took us like 3-4 episodes to get through, get to realize that you're like, wait a minute, maybe not me either. It didn't matter if you were black or white, or whatever you were, right?
See, I just took my ass right to Vietnam during that time. That was really smart, wasn't it?
It's kind of like those, you know, how like when you talk about like this, you know, what's your 3 wishes as a genie and stuff, you know, and everybody's like, oh, I want to be super rich or whatever, you know, like.
I inadvertently sent myself to Vietnam. That's nice.
There you go. The realization happens 3 episodes later.
Hey, let's go around the globe.
Around the globe, man.
Around the globe.
Did you hear about that lady that she had a meltdown and got called Miss Piggy, and she like hit some kid on the plane?
I seen that, man.
Like
I did. That was hilarious. I'm sorry, that was funny.
Yeah, I mean, like, what's so funny about it is like, here's these adults like just like losing their shit because you know some kid calls her Miss Piggy.
Well, it goes back to the parent thing what I was talking about earlier, but that shit was funny. Could you imagine just her look on her face in front of all these people? Oh. Hey, Miss Piggy.
Oh no, you didn't. Smack.
She brings the beat down.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. She would be going hi.
They had her booking picture too, man. That was the best part of it.
That's so stupid. People, I mean, golly, you think of this and you're like, are we? Where are the adults? You know,
I was saying the same thing. You know, it's a kid. As much as you want to whip this kid's ass,
yeah,
for the parents' sake, it's a kid.
You know, this reminds me of a little story of mine. So me growing up, I was I was in a little kid, 4th grade, out in California, and California was very progressive as it always is in everything, right? And you know, it had just, you know, all that like no preaching in the class and all that stuff had just passed laws and stuff like that, and so California was like super strict. Well, I had this teacher, and he was a dick. That's all I got to say. I get to say it now out loud to everybody. That guy was a dick. Anyways, so I was a little kid, and he was passing out tests, and he's going through, you know, I mean, you can imagine, you know, going down the rows, and he's handing each kid a piece of paper. Here you go. Here you go. Here's your test. Here's your test. And he goes to pull mine, and he rips the test. But he lays it down and he's like, keeps on walking. And I'm like, you know, teacher, you know, this is ripped. I need a new one. No, that's good. And I'm like, you know, that ain't fair. You know, why do I have to have a ripped one? Everybody else doesn't have a ripped one. You know, I'm a kid. You know, why?
Shawnee don't need a rip.
So he's like, just do the test. It's good enough. And I'm like, you're a pig.
Shawnee in trouble.
And so I get sent down to the office, and the principal's like, you know, question me, all this stuff, and then explaining the whole thing. He ripped my test and all this stuff, and yeah, so I called him a pig. And you know, they didn't like that, so I got suspended. And so it was kind of crazy. But it's a story.
So started your life,
right? So it's a story that kind of stuck with me. Here I am, like getting ready to turn 60, and I still remember this 4th grade story of this teacher ripping my test and me calling him pig.
All right, this next one. This is good that you just said that. What reminded you of something? This next story reminded me of you.
What's that?
The DoorDash driver that ended up on the Chicago tarmac.
How in the hell does that happen? Come on. People, like, this is so crazy. This is so wrong in so many different levels. I mean, first of all, here's my thing. Like, okay, so the people that may or may not know this, I drove for Uber Eats during COVID and ended up getting a scholarship with Uber Eats. And I went to college and graduated, and Uber Eats paid for it. And Uber Eats is the one that I stuck with because of the professionalism level of that organization. They really run a tight show like it's a real job, the whole 9 yards. Not like DoorDash. DoorDash is a little bit different. And for all of you out there that have ever had a DoorDash driver deliver your food, the level of professionalism isn't there. So how in the hell does a DoorDash person end up on the tarmac in Chicago? of all places. Like, how did they thwart the airport security to get into the gate? And like, what was the order that took them into the airport?
What I love the best though, when I seen the picture of the security and everything around this guy and the cars parked, could you? I mean, just think that it was going to what?
Yeah.
What the? Wait
I'm just trying to make a delivery here,
dude. I'm DoorDash.
Like all I'm gonna do. They said gate 18.
It's a damn sandwich.
You know, like
it's a Subway.
Exactly. Like this is Jimmy John's. It's supposed to be freaky fast. I'm trying to get here and help out.
I was looking at the tail number for an address and it didn't have it on there.
Right.
I followed the truck in.
Yeah, I was in the lines that had the little roads behind the planes, you know.
Exactly. Where is the address at?
I can't
Damn,
find
there's
this.
one big plane here. There's two big planes. Am I in the right place?
Right. And wait, who needs a donut?
Why you got guns on me? Why are you so angry?
I mean, there's how this even happens. And first of all, why the level of intelligence of the driver to say, hey, I think I might be in the right area to deliver my delivery.
Did he deliver it?
I have no idea. I'm like, the story doesn't give you all the details of this. Like what was he delivering? You know, who had ordered this? Why would he even think that going on the airport was where he was supposed to be going? You know, and also like, you know, for I can only talk to Uber Eats. Like we have a GPS system that takes us to our delivery. And like if you were delivering in the airport, and that, I guess that could be possible, whatever. Like, you got to go past security and all this stuff. Like, you know, like, I'm going to go in there and like, oh, I'm just delivering plane here. TSA. I'm going to just come by.
I can see at home. Hey, Ma, come in here. Good. Yeah. Mikey, he's doing DoorDash. They got him on the TV right now. His hands up.
Yeah. Mikey's at the airport. Look at him.
They're going to make him get on the ground, Ma.
What a doofus. Look, he think he's supposed to deliver in the freaking airport.
What? There's so much you can run with that.
I know. Like this is, I mean, I'm dying to see if like Saturday Night Live or somebody does a skit on this. Somebody's got to do something. Like,
we just did one. That was killing me, man. I was sitting there thinking about this guy. This guy was running through his head. Is there all the securities around? It's like, if
you see the picture, like there's like 15 cop cars around this guy. And if the guy had donuts, there's no more donuts.
No more donuts.
They were confiscated.
But I did think of you on that one. That was funny. But hey, you know the one word. What's the one word on an airplane that you don't want to hear anybody say?
Bomb.
That's the one.
Bomb is not a good word.
Right? Well,
Stay away from the word bomb.
They had one in San Diego.
And you know what really was crazy about that? Like, remember the time when like that word was like, to say it's like, everything's great. That's fantastic or whatever. Yeah, that's the bomb, man. That's the bomb. Like,
yeah, that's the wrong thing to say on an airplane.
That is not the jargon to be saying on a plane.
All people shit broke loose then.
People don't. They take you literally, and not. You know, that's not good.
You know when they have videos of the guys with big guns coming on to take you away, it's like, man, I was kidding.
Yeah, I just like, hey,
it's a joke, man.
I was excited. You know,
it was like da bomb. No, your ass is in big trouble now.
Yeah, that's not a cool thing. I mean, but I guess a man told a flight attendant that he had a bomb in San Diego on a plane, and that didn't go over too well. I guess. Yeah.
It's a bad day. This one, I love this one though. This one is, all the flight attendants can relate to this.
Yeah. So flight attendants, please tune into what's happening here.
Flight attendant got suspended on suspicion of assault and unlawful detention. And you know what it was for, Shawn?
What?
Well, first of all, she conducted a citizen's arrest against one of her coworkers. That would be one of her crew members.
She arrested a coworker.
It was a citizen's arrest and detention of a crew member on an airplane.
For what?
A snack box.
Another coworker had taken or confiscated or whatever you want to say about a snack box, or allegedly, and she's going to detain them.
She was going to detain them until management personnel got there so they could properly search this person's belongings and find the snack box.
She missed that part in training about the informing, not enforcing.
But she took a cart, Shawn, and she blocked the person leaving, and she took their bag.
She could have been that person that grabbed my collar. I'm serious. I would have knocked the shot out of that girl. Yeah, there would have been not just her in there. There would probably been me because I would have been like, get the hell out of my way. Are you kidding me? Trying to detain a coworker?
For a snack box.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess she thought she was like being super employee or whatever, protecting the company and whatever, you know, the assets of the company. But she ended up getting in trouble.
She got suspended.
Yeah. Because she did everything wrong there. I mean,
you can't detain anybody.
Listen, if you want to be a tattletale, don't try to like arrest somebody. You know, we're not in an area where I'm making a citizen arrest on you. You know, like.
And the funny thing about the airlines too, and this is a true too, is that if you say something to anybody about anything, man, it doesn't take 24 hours with the technology of today. Listen, your mug is shot everywhere. They will snapshot that sucker and send it to every person, every crew that you know will know everything about you. Your life is over.
Yeah, man. Hopefully this girl was like based in like Iowa. Because if she was in New York, that girl's dead.
She could you imagine?
She's gonna be taken out. Like her car will be vandalized. Like she would she would definitely leave the job eventually because
if
everybody at the company would be like after her.
If she had blonde hair, she'd have red when she came back.
Yeah,
because she'd have to have red hair because there's no way.
Because you know this mentality. This is the same thing. Like this is like jailhouse mentality, right?
Yep.
Like nobody likes a narc.
No,
nobody likes an art. No, nobody likes somebody like, yeah. And first of all, over a damn snack box.
Yeah,
come on.
But
now.
and you know, and I know before you even got on your crew, somebody would have messaged you her picture and said, "Hey, this is This is snack box girl."
Yeah, this is snack box. Please pull over. We know you got it. You got some gummy bears.
Exactly.
We got you.
Oh, you took the cookies.
Yeah. Let go of the hummus right now. Drop it.
Whatever you do, drop the hummus.
Yeah, let me get grief. I mean, like, come on. And it was like, in the story, the coworker was like hungry or whatever, and they had to eat. And I mean, how many situations are we in as a flight attendant where like we get delayed and we don't have time to grab something to eat, and all these different type of scenarios that happen during our like career where we were hungry and went, hey, I'm gonna need to get something. I need to grab a snack box or something. Dude, that's ridiculous.
We break a snack box open because if somebody's gonna get sick, we try to get them some food.
Yeah, I'm like, you need a cracker? Oh, you need some cracker and ginger ale? Snap.
No,
crack,
but you're
pop,
going down, Charlie Brown. You're going down. You take some damn crackers off this plane, your ass is going down.
Yeah, snack box police. She probably is not going to be employed wherever she's at too long.
Hey, but this last one, man, I absolutely love this one because you know, Shawn, say we're working an airplane, right? And we're like, hey, where's Bob? Bob's
I haven't seen
the
Bob.
flight attendant.
Bob, the flight attendant?
Yeah, we haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him.
Go look for him, Shawn. Where's he at?
Yeah.
This just happened on an airplane, so the crew was looking for him, couldn't find him.
Oh, let me, you're not going to believe this, but Bob's dancing up in business class.
He's naked.
Naked.
You damn crew member.
If I had a crew member that's dancing naked, I'm serious. Like, that's it. You know, drugs are involved, first of all. Like something's wrong.
So do you think he's like got his headphones down and going, you don't have to take your clothes off?
Honestly, I it was more my thought was more of like YMCA. We're gonna have fun at the.
So this dude was dancing naked in business class outside the lavatory.
Or it could have been like, it's raining, man. And he's swinging his junk around. Like, I don't know, man. Like, who knows?
So how do you approach that? How do you stop that? Blanket?
Yeah.
You go in with the blanket, Shawn? Because I ain't wrapping around nobody.
Yeah. Depends on what airline you're flying with, but you might want to use your Rana.
Oh, that's bad.
whatever you, or a blanket.
I'm going in with the blanket. I ain't gonna have a Rana.
Your little, whatever.
Blanket, Shawn. Blankets.
Something needs to be covered up.
So they took this guy. They somehow got him in pajamas. You know where they put him?
Hopefully in the back toilet or something like that.
They put him in the first class seat.
First class seat, of course.
Now you have to go back and do your service. Who's watching Bob?
Yeah, first of all, who's sanitizing that seat afterwards?
Exactly. But who's watching Bob?
Who's watching Bob? Yeah. That's when you need an ABA.
Oh, that's what it is. That's an able body assistant.
Yes. When we this is when we're going to voluntarily ask somebody in the cabin. Somebody in the cabin, can you please watch that dude's junk?
So then when Bob was landed and then he was arrested. Now, Bob's a fictitious name.
Right. Total fictitious name. We have no idea.
But the story is real. Okay.
Right.
But Bob, the name is not, but the story is actually freaking funny.
Right. It's just unbelievable.
So Bob was arrested.
Yeah.
And he's taken it for evaluation.
Right.
Do you think he was brought back on for the next flight home?
Yeah. You know, see, this is the thing that the public doesn't understand, how valuable we are. Because maybe if they were going to outside line station, you're not coming back because the flight coming back gets canceled because Bob was dancing in business class.
Exactly. The short crew. I love that story. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The DoorDash one and that one.
You're like, really?
That's the best stories, man. This week was so much fun. We had so much shit to talk about this week.
Yeah.
I love this week, man. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, we were like, there's just some of these things are just, you just can't believe this is happening. But believe it, we're going to bring you crazy shit every week.
We never have things, believe it or not, we had a lot of other things to talk about, but we don't have time. There's never enough time in this weekly episodes to talk about all the shit that goes on in the industry.
No, it's because we can just keep going on and on and on, but we're trying to keep this to a relatively short.
Sometimes, but shit like that was fun. When I see that DoorDash driver, I thought you.
Dude, I'm more professional than a DoorDash driver.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me?
Uber Eats guy.
I mean, if you see me walking through, next time you see me and you see me out running around and I got like fuzzy slippers on and I got my, like tights on and then, I got a little half shirt running around here and I'm coming up to your door, dropping on the package. Take a picture.
He's doing it for a damn education, man. He didn't need no damn money. Yeah, he's doing it for the education.
I can care less what they pay. Just keep paying my bill on the education.
But something I got to say on that is that I got to respect you for that because you definitely find how to pay for something and you don't have to pay for it. I mean, you work for it, but you were able to pay for your education.
Here's the thing. I really like after having this experience, and this all was a big surprise. Like I didn't know Uber even had that program and all that stuff. And when I was doing it during COVID, I was just literally just going out to I was going crazy. I had been, coming back from back surgery and I needed to get out of the house. And then the two, I was like, a lot of these medical workers and, all the people that were fighting this thing that was happening at the time, I wanted to support those people. And I was delivered to all kinds of people, the signs out front, the nurse lives here, doctor lives here, blah, 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 that was fantastic, but then it led to this, hey, they're going to give me an education for doing it. And I was like, wow, that's cool. But, there's so many things out there or ways out there to go to college or to get an education to do something that people don't know that's available. Like I'm talking about college right now. And we were talking about trade schools the other day.
Right.
Did you know that most fire departments or paramedic departments that are out there, if you go in there and say, hey, I want to become a paramedic or I want to become a fireman, a lot of that schooling stuff, the city is going to pay for you to go do that.
Really?
And people don't know that. I was thinking about after COVID, I was like, hey, you know what? I think I might want to become a paramedic. And I started researching and finding out, lo and behold, yep. my town right here. If you want to become a paramedic, you can volunteer, jump on the trucks with paramedics, go ride with them, all that good stuff, find out about the job. They'll actually send you to community college to get your license and all the education you need to become it, and then sign you up for a job. Like it's out there, but you just got to go find it. Look at, that's the bottom line to this is find out what's out there, people. I mean, just because you don't have the money, and I definitely was a kid that didn't have the money to do it, go find it. People.
Well, I love the fact with you though is that you actually do have the money, but you still found a way to go do it, and
True.
you still work and to make it happen, even though you don't have to, because you do have the money.
Yeah.
But that just says a lot about your character too. And like I said, even I still thought about the DoorDash with you. I did. I can't help it, man.
No DoorDash damn truck.
DoorDash. That's it.
Anyways, man, read the quote, man. What's the quote today?
Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Yeah, that's exactly
Henry Ford.
man. And this goes right back to what we were talking about, man. People out there, listen, don't fool yourself. Don't tell yourself that you can't do something. You can do anything you want to in this world. Just believe it.
But there's one thing that you don't want to do.
What's that?
Don't take a snack box because your ass is going to get a citizen's arrest for sure. So don't take the damn snack box.
I think the next time I go to work, I think I'm going to, like tomorrow, by tomorrow, I'm going to have a snack box police badge.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do All right, everybody. We've had some fun. We really look forward to this every week, and we are looking forward to next time that we do this.
Hey, you know something, Shawn, before we get off here? We're coming up on 5,000 downloads.
5,000 downloads?
5,000. Yeah, we're just about there.
Dude, I can't wait.
That's awesome.
I can't wait.
All right, guys, you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week on Cabin Pressure.
Later. If you laughed, learned something, or just feel a little bit better about your own job after hearing about ours, do us a favor. Subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with your weirdest coworker. You know the one. Hit us up on Facebook. Drop your wildest airport stories. We just might read them on air. Bonus points if you involve questionable clothing decisions. Until next time, stay strapped in, stay hydrated, and for the love of TSA, keep your clothes on in the terminal.